Well, hello everyone. Welcome to our channel 361 Physics, and here we are presenting our second video related with MCQ of projectile motion. Okay, so let's begin with some MCQ, and in first MCQ we can see here the question said that a projectile can have the same range r for two angle of projection. That is quite non thing. Okay, so let us read further. Okay, if t1 and t2 is the time of flight in two cases, then the product of two periods of flight is, so these are options. First of all, we have to know that for, okay, for theta and for 90 minus theta, the value of range are same. Okay, so it is given indirectly, we have to use these two values here. Yeah, and then we know that the expression for time period, let first time period to be 2u, and this is sine theta by z, and second time period or time flight is 2u sine, and this is 90 minus theta. That's why we can write it as 2u cos theta by z. Okay, and it is said that the if t1 t2 is time of flight in two cases, then product of two. Okay, now if we multiply these two, we will get here 2 times, and 2 to the 4. So here I'm going to skip some steps because this is MCQ. So this here we can write 2, and then after this will be u square. Okay, and then 2 sine theta into cos theta, and I have written z, the product of z as z times z. Okay, and then after let me drop this portion now. Okay, okay, fine. So here we can write 2 u square by z, oh not u square, sorry, this is 2 by z, and rest of thing from here to this all, we can replace this all by u square sine 2 theta by z, and this is what, this is our range expression for range. So here we can easily say that the product of two time periods is 2r by z. That's why our correct answer is option B. Okay, now let us move to another question, and this is question number 2. First of all, let us read it. If time of flight of a projectile is doubled, yeah, then maximum height attained by the projectile. See, here we have to generate the interrelationship between the time of flight and maximum range. So as we know that the expression for maximum range is u square sine square theta by 2z, and time period as 2u sine theta by z. So here all the terms are in square form. That's why we have to make here square of each term. So after squaring both sides, we'll get here 4 u square sine square theta, and z can be written as z times z. Okay, and here is 2. That's why I'm going to multiply here 2, and here as well by 2. Okay, so after this we can write here 8, 4 to the 8 by z, and for all of these, okay, we can just put here h, and this is what, t square. So as 8 and z are constant, that's why we can say here h is directly proportional with the square of time period. So we can get our answer. Maximum height attained by the projectile is double, is half, becomes 1/4, or becomes 4 times. So as time period is made 2, that's why maximum height will be equal to 2 square, that means 4. Okay, so our correct answer is option D. Okay, now let us discuss the question number 3. And in this question, it is given here the graph of range of projectile on y-axis as plotted against velocity of projection along x-axis will be. That means we have to find the correct expression, or sorry, not expression. We have to select the correct graphical representation which show the variation of range with velocity. Okay, so first of all, let's write the sorry, not square. Let's write the expression for range. This is equal to u square sine 2 theta by z. Okay, and for a given angle, this parameter is constant, and for a given place g is constant, so we can see the expression can be written as k times u square, which means the range varies with second order of u, that means velocity. And as u is 0, r is also 0, which means the graph must begin from the origin, and the nature of graph must be uh, parabolic. So our option, probable option might be A or D, because these are straight line, so these two are can be easily ruled out. So A and D uh, might be two correct option, either A or D in this question. Sorry, for this question. So here uh, in first option, option number A, we can see here the graph begins from somehow with the velocity which is not equal to 0. Yeah, which is not equal to 0. But from this expression, we are quite confident that the graph must begin with origin. That's why this is not our correct option. So option D is our correct option, because this graph begins with origin when b is 0, r is also 0, and shows here parabolic nature. Okay, so now let us move to another question, and this is question number 4. Let us read first it. Okay, a body is projected with velocity. This is given in vector form, 3i plus 4j. Here 3i represents horizontal component, and 4j represents here the vertical component. The maximum height attained by it is, we have to find here maximum height. So first of all, we have to know that if we throw a projectile, then for upward motion, only vertical component is responsible for the upward motion. Yeah, that's why here we can say that 4 is initial vertical velocity, 4 meter per second, and at the maximum height, the final vertical velocity, I'm going to write it as u. Okay, so vertical velocity, final vertical velocity must be 0. That's why we can use easily here formula u square equal to minus 2 zh. This minus is for this z, because the particle is moving against gravity. So initially, see, at final velocity of at the maximum height, the velocity, final velocity is 0. That's why we can easily write here, this is 4 square 2 times 10 equal to h. Now if you solve these all, this is 16. If you cancel it by 2, you will get here 8, and if you are going to divide it by 10, then it will be 0.8 meter. Okay, so I think it is um, clear. Now let us move to question number 5, and this is uh, quite interesting question. So first of all, let us read it. A ball rolls off the top of a stairway with a, this is single word, stairway, with a horizontal velocity of magnitude 1.8 meter per second. The steps are 0.20 meter high and 0.20 meter wide. Which step will the ball hit first? Okay, before solving this, let us find a general expression, and for this I'm going to derive a formula, and you can use this formula directly. Okay, so I'm going to suppose here a staircase or stairway in which the height of each stair is h and its breadth is b, and suppose the number of uh, stairs steps, we can say number of steps is n. Okay, so if we throw a ball from the top, and suppose it is going to hit the nth uh, step, then its horizontal distance can be written as nb, because in one drop it will cover this distance, in second drop horizontal distance will be 2 times, and so on. So we can write here u times t. Here u represents its mm, ho horizontal component of its velocity, and this one is vertical. Okay, so from here we can calculate the time, which is equal to nb by u. Now for vertical motion, the total distance traveled by the ball in vertical direction will be nh, which is equal to, initially we are going to suppose the vertical initial velocity is to be 0. That's why here we are going to write half, okay, z and then t square. Okay, so on using this value here, yeah, we can find an expression which is n h equal to 1 by 2 z, and this is n b by u whole square. Okay, so on solving all of these, we'll get here the expression for n, because one we can cancel n with its square, and here it will be somehow 2 u square, this u square, yes, h, okay, 2 u square h by um, this is b square, yeah, and or gb square. So this is our expression. 2 will multiply here, u square will multiply here, so 2 square h by z, and then b square, which is equal to n. So now we have one single relation, okay, and we can easily use for this relation to find out the number of step, or which step will the ball hit first. So on using this expression, this value is 1.8, okay, so 2 times this is one is square of 1.8, yeah, and then height of individual staircase is 0 point, sorry, not double zero, 0 0.2 0.20, and its value of g is 10, and value of b is 0.20. Okay, so okay, let me rub this part. Okay, then after solving all of these, this will cancel out here. Oh, sorry, this is square, so it will be if we are going to use here calculator, then its value will be, its Well, its value is near about 3 point something. That's why our correct answer is answer 3. Okay. Now let us move to another question, question number 6, and it it is given here the ratio of maximum height reached with the square of the time of flight for a projectile is. Okay, so first of all we have to write here the expression for maximum height, which is equal to u square sine square theta by z and square of time period. So this will be 4u square sine square theta by z square, and then we have to find it the ratio. So h by square of time of flight. Okay, so if we can easily see here, okay, this will cancel out sine square. Well, maximum height. Okay, so this will cancel out, and then after sine square and sine square will cancel out here. Okay, then here remains 1 by z, and then after here 4 by z square. So okay, so it will be z square. Okay, let me cancel these all. Okay, so this is z by 4, which is 10 by 4, and it is equal to 10 by 4. That means uh, okay, u square sine square theta. Here I think I have missed 2. Okay, this is 2 2z, so it will be here 8, not 4, because it uh, if we write this as 2z into z square by 4, then after cancellation it will be z by 8, which is equal to 10 by, this is 8. Okay, 10 by 8. After cancellation we will get here 2 5s are 2 4s are, so 5 by 4 is our correct answer. So this is our correct answer. Okay, so now let us move to question number 7. Yeah, a hunter aims at a monkey sitting on a tree at a considerable distance. At the instant he fires at it, the monkey drops. Will the bullet hit the monkey? Okay, so suppose this is the monkey and a hunter fires directly a gun. But as we know, the motion of the bullet will be in parabolic path. Okay, so bullet must travel along the parabolic or path. That means it will going to sorry, the bullet is going to miss the mm, this monkey if the monkey is at its position. Yeah, but as the question said that the monkey drops. Yeah, that's why the monkey suppose moves downward, then there is a chance to hit the monkey by the bullet. Okay, so for this question the correct option is B, because here the bullet can hit the monkey as the monkey is moving downward, and the path of the projectile, sorry, not projectile, bullet is in parabolic nature. That means the bullet shows certain drop, downward drop, while um, it is close to the monkey. That's why there is quite uh, chance great chance to hit the monkey. Okay, so I think this is clear. Now let me drop this. Okay, so if you do not get it, okay, so let me explain it. यो monkey हो अनि हन्टरले डाइरेक्टली एम गर्यो तर एम गर्दाखेरि के हुन्छ बुलेटको पाथ हुन्छ यस्तो यदि डाइरेक्टली एम गर्दाखेरि डाइरेक्टली स्ट्राइक गर्दाखेरि बुलेट कस्तो जान्छ तल डाउनवर्ड जान्छ त्यति बेला यो मंकीलाई हिट मंकी यी बसिराख्ने हो भने मंकीलाई लाग्दैन तर मंकी के भइराछ यहाँबाट ड्रप भएर तल जाँदैछ त्यसैले गर्दाखेरि मंकीलाई यो बुलेटले स्ट्राइक हुने चान्सेस बढी छ त्यसैले हाम्रो अप्सन के हुन्छ यस अप्सन हुन्छ okay now let us move to question number 8 and here it is said that if angle of projection is changed from 30 to 60 from the horizontal ratio of final height to the initial height would be okay here is I think this is not incorrect uh, order the word is somehow repeated here so the questions try to say that if suppose h1 is the height when the projectile is fired at angle 30 degree and h2 is the height when the angle of projection is made 60 degree then what will be its ratio this is the question so as we know that the expression for h1 can be written as sine square 30 degree by this is 2g and another one is u square sine square 60 by 2z if you take the ratio surely these two parameter will cancel out these one cancel out here remains h2 h1 by okay ratio of final to oh h2 by h1 sorry h2 by h1 is required so it will be sine square 60 degree by sine square 30 degree yeah and its value are root 3 by 2 square by 1 by 2 square 3 by 4 it will be 4 by sorry 4 by 1 okay after cancellation the answer is surely 3 so our correct answer is option D now let us move to question number 9 and here is given at the top of the trajectory yes of a projectile the acceleration is okay so as we know that if the projectile is thrown at a certain angle then at this point the acceleration becomes equal with the acceleration due to gravity that's why our correct option is option D okay now let us move to question number 10 and here it is said that a cricket ball is thrown with a velocity of this much if g the value of g is 10 meter per second its maximum horizontal range so just here we have to use the formula for horizontal range and this is r equal to maximum here listen the word is said here maximum that's why we are given indirectly the angle of projection is 45 degree that's why it can be written as u square sine 2 and sorry sine 2 in times 45 degree by z and this is u square by z and if you substitute the values that means 330 square and this is 10 okay okay then it will be 900 by 10 which is equal to 90 meters so our answer is 90 meter okay now let us read this question number 11 in this question it is given a projectile projected at an angle 30 degree from the horizontal has a range r if the angle of projection is 60 degree keeping the same initial velocity the range will be so this is logical question as we know that there are two angles of projection for which the range are same. So let us check whether this condition is satisfied by these two angles or not. So one angle is 30 degree, another is 60, which can be written as 90 minus 30. Okay, that's why we can directly say that the answer A is correct option for this question. Okay, now we are moving towards question number 12, and here in this question it is said that for a projectile the horizontal range and maximum height are equal the angle of projection. Well, so h is equal to r for what angle of projection? This is our question. So we are going to write here u squared sine square theta by 2z, and this is equal to u squared sine 2 theta by z. It can be written as u squared, yeah, 2 sine theta into cos theta by z, and let us cancel all of these, whichever get cancelled, z and z. Okay, and the remaining terms will be here sine theta by 2, and here 2 cos theta. Okay, now we can easily form here the ratio of sine theta by cos theta, which is equal to 4, and this is what, tan theta equal to 4, theta equal to tan inverse 4, and the answer can be found by using a calculator. Okay, and from the calculation its value is somehow, okay, its value tan inverse 4 is near about 76, near about. That's why the correct option is option D. Well, this much for this particular video. Thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned, keep subscribing us, because we are trying to make a lots of videos related with MCQ of physics. Okay, and we think that will be very much helpful for all the student who ever appearing in their entrances for either medical, engineering, or another faculties. Okay, thank you, stay tuned, thank you all of you.